Hello, good morning guys. Today, let's bring you around this all-new Proton X50. This one is the flagship variant. If you haven't checked out my previous video, which I already featured a premium, you can check that out. Let's focus on what's additional to this flagship. Now, for information, right now the new X50 has achieved 5,000 booking. So it's a very overwhelming numbers in just 10 days. Now, let's quickly go through the car. Now, in the new X50, the engine is the same across all three variants: executive, premium, and flagship. All are using the 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine paired to a 7-speed wet clutch DCT. Horsepower and torque are the same, so this needs no introduction. Now let's quickly go through the exterior styling and see what is additional to the flagship variant compared to the other two. Now let's start from the front fascia. Obviously, you can see that it is carried over from the both executive and premium. You still get a very handsome looking, very sharp LED headlights. It is finished with reflectors, and there's a daytime running light on top and double as a signal indicators. And right here you have some design element carried over from the previous X50, which increase the sportiness of this car, and there are some gloss black which mimics the diamond cuts to make it look premium. And there's a 3D Proton logo, and right now it's not run on radar base like the previous X50. Now it's rely on that camera system. From Proton words, it is more accurate and more safety, and they have upgraded the entire software so that you can detect the car much more better. So down here there's a very big mouth, but there are some design elements so that it doesn't look too hollow, and it is very solid. There are some front parking sensors for extra safety. Now there's a hood vents right here, which is aesthetic because in this class of car you do not need excessive cooling. Now here's the rim. This is the same rim as the premium. You have 215, 55, 80-inch, and it is shot on red brake calipers. Suspension wise, front is McPherson, the rear is torsion beam. This is a very typical B segment SUV setup. Now, addition to the flagship, you get a dual tone roof, including the panoramic sunroof, which I'll show you in the interior. You get both doors keyless entry, and there's a blind spot monitoring system as well. So here there's a rear disc brakes, and this is also addition to the flagship variant. Is a very sporty looking rear spoiler, and there's some carbon fiber kind of texture which makes it look very sporty. Now here's the rear look of the all new X50 flagship. In my opinion, it looks the same. You still get 4th exit exhaust tip, which looks very nice, and there are Proton wording put at the rear bonnet, and there's a LED light bar which runs across the entire tailgates. What do you guys think about the exterior styling? Now the figure can be pressed from outside just like any other European vehicle. This is one good touch. Now let's go inside the car. This is where the most noticeable changes of the flagship. Now, first thing you can see, it has a dual tone interior as compared to single tone in the other two variants. And this is kind of maroon red inserts, which is covered with very soft touch leather, which feels nice to the touch. And the window controls are all finished in chrome. Looks and feels good. And the door handle as well has been upgraded, more solid than the previous X50. Now only driver seat gets electronic seat controls, but it doesn't come with a lumbar supports. Now here's the interior styling. Let's get inside. Now first thing you can see that the only noticeable difference is just a dual tone dash. Other than that, it is all identical. You still get this 14.6-inch touchscreen infotainment, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. 8.88-inch digital meter. You can check out all the functions in my previous video, which I already covered. This time around, I just quickly go through it. And here is the gear stop, a start-stop button, and here is to mount the third-party magnetic phone holder, as what Proton says. Here is the electronic parking brake, and this is to adjust the headlight leveling so that it won't glare other vehicles. Steering wheel, you can tilt and telescopic, so you can always find your ergonomic driving position. At the rear, you do not get pedal shifters, it's fine. Here is your intelligent cruise controls buttons. Here is to cycle between your information in this multi-information display. One more special thing that this X50 has, but not in any other cars that is sold in Malaysia. Take a look right here. This is the half sun visor and half this one is to protect your eyes when you are driving in a hot sun. I think this is first ever made in a Malaysia car. You do not see this in any other brand, Honda, Toyota, so and so forth. And up here there's a magnetic mirror with a diffuse lighting. This is only special for the flagship variant, and you get for the both sides, which is nice touch. And you get a frameless rear view mirror, and it is auto dim. Here is to open your panoramic sunroof. There's two extra buttons, LED reading light, a sunglass holder, and in addition to the flagship, we get a wireless charger on the right so that your driver can put your phones. I think this is a good touch because this car generally is a left-hand drive vehicle. Some car makers forgot to rotate this wireless charging from the left to the right. I think this is one good touch. Now the glove box goes down slowly, and there's enough room for you to put your items, and there's some ambient lighting. Here's to turn on your climate, and it has automatic function. Other than that, everything is identical to the two variant of the X50, but personally I would like this dual tone dash. Now let's get inside the back seat and quickly show you. Now the rear is largely similar, just that the headroom is that it has a bit of hump because of this panoramic sunroof, rear aircon vents, and a Type C and Type A charging ports. There's a power boot as well. Now when you open down here, there's storage space, but what's good about is you still get a spare tire. Now this marks my quick review of this Proton X50 flagship. If I gotten the chance to test drive it, I'll definitely try it out because this is the new engine and transmission. I'm curious to find out how is the tuning like in this all new X50. And if you're interested into buying this car, you can contact my salesperson. I'll put his contact at the description below and comment section. Do look for him. And signing off from this Proton X50, be sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Cheers.